Virtually all equity awards are subject to service-based vesting conditions. In this video, I'm going to look at trends in how public companies define those vesting conditions. My first trend is that annual vesting is by far the most common approach. You can see here in my pie charts that the biggest slice of pie, which is that cyan color, represents annual vesting. The data that I've included here is for new hire awards, but the results are pretty similar for ongoing grants as well. Now, we do sometimes see more frequent vesting intervals. Where we are most likely to see these vesting schedules used is among technology and life science companies. In fact, 40% of technology and life science companies use quarterly vesting for their full value awards. And when we look at stock options, just under 40% use either monthly or quarterly vesting. Now, when technology and life science companies use these more frequent vesting intervals, if the award is granted to a new hire, it typically would include a 1-year cliff period where nothing vests, and then the quarterly or monthly intervals start. Once employees get past their new hire grant, many companies will then shift to just straight monthly or quarterly vesting for their ongoing grants and even for retention awards. Speaking of retention awards, you saw in my first set of pie charts that full cliff vesting, where nothing vests until the very end of the vesting time period, is pretty rare. But when we do see full cliff vesting, it is most often used for retention awards. You can see here in my charts that among non-technology companies, 33% use full cliff vesting for retention awards that are in the form of full value awards, and 24% use full cliff vesting for retention awards in the form of stock options. You can also see in my charts, however, that full cliff vesting is rarely used by technology and life science companies, even for their retention awards. My last trend is that equity awards almost always vest over a 3 or a 4-year time period. We hardly ever see any other time periods used. For full value awards, 3 years is the predominant approach, although there is still a good percentage of companies that use 4 years for their full value awards. For stock options, practices are really pretty split between 3 years and 4 years. And then technology and life science companies are more likely to use 4-year vesting for both full value awards and stock options than other types of companies are. All of the data that I've presented here today is from the Equity Incentives Design Survey, which is co-sponsored by the NASPP and Deloitte Tax. If you've enjoyed this data and you want to drill down into it further, or if you want to explore other trends in how public companies use equity awards, the survey is really a great resource for you, and I really encourage you to check out our webinar highlighting the survey results. We'll include a link in the show notes. I hope you enjoyed my video today. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're notified when we post new videos. Heck, even if you didn't enjoy it, subscribe anyway. Maybe you'll like the next one. Thanks for watching.